on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. .3 Nigeria Info. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audio-visual studios right here in Itumi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. I am Marianne Okon, and this is Hard Fact Awards. 1 hour of us putting all the news that we've treated on the show from Monday to yesterday, which was Thursday. And what we do is we categorize them into 3 and allow you to vote for what you think would be the best story for the week, the worst story for the week, and the Nawa story for the week. And if you are quite a follower of this show, then you'd know what we're talking about. Now, this is where your vote really gets to count, because you decide the votes for whatever story. And at the end of the day, we will let you know what story makes it to the top. But once again, welcome to the show. It's 1 hour. At the top of the hour, Irichi Bakari Yusuf will be joining us with Borderlines. But for the next, about 52 minutes? You're stuck with me. Welcome to the show. And this is Hard Fact Awards.
It's that time of the week again. Are you ready to dive into the wide world of news? Join us for the Hard Fact Awards every Friday at 3 to 4 p.m. on Nigeria Info FM. We are breaking down the best, the worst, and the downright Nawa stories that had everyone talking this week.
No, wow. Some people then took zero.
From jaw-dropping headlines to the most outrageous events, we've got it all covered.
Y'all know how we do it, so let's get it on.
Tune in as we celebrate the stories that make you laugh, cry, and shake your head in disbelief. Whether it's the latest viral sensation or the craziest political blunder,
We are going to provide you with insecurity.
we'll give you the rundown on what's hot and what's not. And guess what? You get to vote for your favorite stories in our weekly awards. Who will take home the coveted title of the best stories of the week, and which tale will earn the infamous worst story of the week? Hard Facts Awards on Nigeria Info FM, where we turn the news into entertainment.
This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM. My name is Shego Arinze.
Thank you very much, Shagun. Let's get into the business for the day, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hard Fact Awards, and I am Marianne Okon, where every Friday at 4 p.m. we look at the stories that we have talked about all week. From the stories, we pick nominees for different awards, and then you, yes you, don't look back, you get to pick the stories that will be the best stories for the week, the worst story for the week, and the Nawa stories for the week. This award is something that happened that left you scratching your head. You know when you say, Nawa, Nawa, are you kidding me? Well, the process is pretty simple. For each category, I'll list the nominees, and then you'll call me or message me, and then I'll tell you who won, because it's your vote that will decide. So let's get started with the very first category, which is the best stories for the week. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the nominees. New Pope elected at the Vatican. WHO approves Afro-Medical's 0.5 ml auto-disable syringes. Matawale meets Chinese firm to bolster Nigeria's defense capabilities. And finally, Senate completes passage of tax reform bills. Which is your best story for the week? Shall we go voting? Oh, first, I'll give you some background, okay? The Catholic Church, as of yesterday, about 5 p.m., has now a new leader for the first time in history. It is an American, yes. And I know that there's so many conspiracy theories around it where some people are saying, well, did we not just see JD Vance there? Why did they have that meeting? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Come on, guys. Yeah. But yes, so Cardinal Robert Prevost has been elected Pope and will take the name Pope Leo the 14th. He's 69 years old and widely seen as a reformer. Crowds of people at the St. Peter's Square erupted with joy and wild applause as Pope Leo the 14th appeared. Now, he just served his very first mass today as Pope. Isn't that lovely? Well, could that be your best story, or is it where Nigeria's medical manufacturing industry has received a boost as Afromedical 0.5 ml auto-disable syringes gain WHO approval? Yay! That sounds like good news to me. I don't know about you. NAFDAC Director General Professor Mojisola Adeyeye says the approval will reduce reliance on imports and support local health systems. Well, I'm excited about that. Or could your best story be where Bello Matawale, the Minister of State for Defense, met with a leading Chinese manufacturer of advanced anti-terrorism and high-tech defense equipment in China to enhance the country's defense capabilities? Now, the meeting held in China, and it was aimed to strengthen ties between Nigeria and China through a potential partnership. Now, a memorandum of understanding is expected to be signed between these companies and the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria. That could be a good story. Yeah. Or is it when the Senate yesterday passed the final 2 of 4 critical tax reform bills, signaling the near completion of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's overhaul agenda? One of the bills passed on Thursday is the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill, which seeks to establish a centralized body responsible for coordinating and harmonizing revenue administration across the different tiers of government in Nigeria. The body intended to be established is to replace the existing Joint Tax Board and establish a tax appeal tribunal to be headed by an executive secretary who must come from the civil service. Isn't that good news? Well, let's get to voting, shall we? 0201-277-0993. That's the number for you to call. That's 0201-277-0993. If you are male. For the female, 0201-465-7190. That's 0201-465-7190. Let's get voting. What is your best story for the week? Hello.
Hello, Miriam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Peter Oman says my name from Shomolu.
All right, Peter, what's your best story?
Election of the Pope, that nobody was asked to go to court. And then his second name is Francis. Maybe I should find out whether it's from our family. My name is Peter Francis before Monse. So it could be related to me. I find out. That's my...
All right, thank you very much. So the Pope gets his very first vote on his very first day as Pope. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Mary Anna Makamu. This is Joy from Iba.
Hello, Joy.
The new Pope elected.
Okay, all right. So the Pope gets another vote. All right, thank you very much. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Afternoon, Marianne.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
That's Manuel on the line speaking to you from Epe.
Manuel, what is your best story for the week?
I will have gone for the Pope, but those people are racist. I want to go for the tax reform bill.
How do you know that they're racist? What do you mean by that?
They treat us differently. They treat the black man differently.
Have you been a cardinal? Are you a Pope? Are you a Roman Catholic? How can you tell?
I'm not even a Catholic.
So, why are you passing judgment for something that you don't know? Why?
Yeah, you can't understand what I'm saying. Thank you.
Hey, okay. All right. Don't forget, we're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. This is Hard Fact Awards, 99.3 Nigeria Info. And if you're listening to us from outside of the country, you can be part of the conversation. You can join the conversation by calling us on WhatsApp. That's 08095975805. I'll take you slowly. 08095975805. In the meantime, I'm coming back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Marianne.
Hi.
Laprich is my name.
Hello.
This lady, yeah. Well, the Catholic Pontiff, Pope Leo from America. That's my take.
Okay, the Pope gets another vote. All right. Pope Leo. That's my, my dad's other name is Elio because those are my dad's initials, so that's how they used to call him, Elio, Leo. So my dad's Leo. So the Pope and my dad are. It doesn't even work. It's not working. Okay, let's go. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Miriam.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please, what are they knocking there? We cannot hear you. Today people are doing, you are making more bread pans, aren't you?
What are we going to do? I think
but you need to leave that place because the knocking is taking over the sound.
Okay, let me just go for the Pope.
All right, thank you very much, the Pope. All right, because that noise. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Mimi. This is Florence.
Hello, Florence.
American Pope. I actually guessed right. I actually had predicted that American Pope. My colleague shouted.
How did you predict it? There were so many people there. You had the first Asian. You had black people on the. I mean.
No, so I could deduce it. So as it stands, the Vatican is against the innocent killings that happen in Ukraine. And of course, Catholic does not like to delve into politics. So the only way to guarantee relationships that will help stop war is by electing American. I have said it.
So, well, whether we like it or not, the Vatican is a little bit political. But thank you very much, Florence, for sending us that message. So the Pope seems to be going unopposed, though. Pope Leo is being celebrated across the world, but which is your best story for the week? Hello.
Marianne, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Nema. I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead. What's your best story for the week?
Now, what story now?
No. Your best story for the week. All right.
Matawale.
How is it? Okay, so Matawale is your best story for the week. Okay, so the Nigeria-Chinese MOU to fight terrorism. Okay, I guess it's very first vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Good afternoon, Miriam.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Paul, calling from Maja.
Hello, Paul.
My best story of the week is Pope Leo.
Okay, Elio. Okay, thank you very much. The Pope gets another vote. I need about 3 more votes to go, so keep them coming. 0201-277-0993. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Mary.
Good afternoon.
How's your family?
They're beautiful, thank God.
I vote for Pope.
All right, thank you very much. The Pope gets another vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Lawa. I'm calling from Ejara Bamushi.
All right, Lawa, what are you voting for?
Matawali story.
All right, Matawali gets another vote. Thank you very much. Nigeria versus China, or rather Nigeria in conjunction with China to fight insecurity. I need 1 more vote here and then I'll go to WhatsApp. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Turn off your radio, please.
Good afternoon, Maria.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Neki Bari from WhatsApp.
Okay.
Pope Leo.
All right, Pope Leo gets another vote. Don't forget you can vote via our live stream on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM, on Facebook, Nigeria Info FM, and on WhatsApp. You can vote 0809597585, and on X you can also vote yes at Nigeria Info 99.3. So keep those votes coming in. I can obviously take your votes on X and on Facebook and on YouTube. Yes, all the votes will count. All right, let me go to WhatsApp first. This one says the Pope gets his vote. You didn't give me your name, but thank you very much. This one says, good afternoon, Habos Papam. We have a new Pope. Mark from Magic. Okay. This one says, good afternoon, Marianne. My best story is Pope Leo, Austin from Isolo. This one says, I'm voting for what concerns and is benefiting my country. China to support our defense. Ayo from Lekki says, Nigerians with religion brainwashed, he says. Is it your brain? Let people believe in whatever they want to believe, eh? This one says, my sweetest story, Marianne, is the new American Catholic Pope. His papal name is Leo, which happens to be my son's name. Okay, Uchenna from Ikoyi. This one says, what is your vote? Nah. Why are you giving me analysis? I don't need analysis, eh? Just give me a vote. Ekbes says, my best story for the week is the newly elected Pope Leo. Okay. All right, keep those votes coming. I need to get 2 more. Jerry, did you say DPO instead of the Pope? Please be sure, because this vote is invalid. 0201-277-0993. That's the number to call, but we're done with the call. So on WhatsApp, it's 08095975805. All right, I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to go to YouTube. You can also post your votes there. How many more votes do I need? I need 4 more votes. Okay, so I'm going to take your votes on Facebook and on YouTube. Also on X, you can vote. So Sixtus, you can vote on Facebook Live. I would like to read your votes from there, okay? And we're also live on YouTube, so you can actually vote on YouTube. I need 3 more votes, and then we can go. Hey, I need to get all that votes quickly. This one's from Emmanuel. He says he's voting for the Pope. All right, I need three more votes. 3 more votes. Please don't send me an analysis. I need to be able to know what you're voting for. So don't send me a long story. I just need you to say, I'm voting for this. All right. Robert here says he's voting for the Pope. All right. So the deal is, on Hard Fact Awards, we're not necessarily analyzing, because we haven't analyzed all the stories from Monday through to Thursday. On Friday, you just vote on which story you think is your best story, your worst story, or the one that leaves you wondering, is this real? Now, wow. We've got to go on a quick break. When we come back, I'll take 2 more votes, and then I will allow INEC to collate the votes, and we'll announce the winner. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Marian Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Biggest stories around the world.
3,298 inmates on death row in Nigeria prisons.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Grand Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Live auditions for Fan Battle 4 are on Saturday, May the 10th from 10 a.m. at Nigeria Info Studios, 267A at Tim Ian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Now ask for them. We don't run them. You ask for them. It don't happen. Yes, so News Central did live on top Go TV channel 23 with the summoner, the latest story and information from Niger and Obodo Yibo. Sabi say with Go TV, News Central go knock you correct story and what they happen for politics, business, sports, and entertainment as it hot. As it happen, now so we dey talk about you ask for them. You don't get them. News Central, station where they totori belle.
I want the so free rice. I don't want it gummy rice. That's why I choose Kiara. See, I see this well, Kiara. Joy, joy, joy. The taste of joy is here. Pretty lady, African king, very good. Proudly Nigeria and Bogu rice.
Experience the taste of joy with Pretty Lady, African King, Proudly Nigeria, Red Eagle, and Bogu Rice. Kiara Rice Mills, the taste of joy.
The stage is set as Femi and the gang, in partnership with Sports Salon, presents Fan Battle 4 live auditions. The spotlight is on and your moment is just around the corner. It's your first step towards becoming a Fan Battle champion, getting the 1 million Naira star prize, and so much more. Date, Saturday, May 10th. Time, 9 a.m. prompt. Last call for entry, 12 p.m. Venue, Nigeria Info Premises, 267A, Etim Ian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. Bring the energy, the passion, and that fan fire. Get ready to grab the mic and show us what you've got. You'll be asked to speak for 1 minute on one of the following topics, picked at random. If you could erase one match from football history, which would it be? What is the most overrated skill in modern football? The worst football kit in history is? This is your time to stand out. Bring the drama, bring the facts, and bring the fun. It is more than just an audition. It's the kickoff of your fan legacy. So, if you know you're a walking sports encyclopedia and you've got what it takes to defeat the next opponent, join us on Fan Battle 4 live auditions. So, to show us what you've got when it comes to football, here's the information one more time. Date, Saturday, May 10th. Time, 9 a.m. Last call for entry, 12 p.m. Where is it going to be? On the Nigeria Info Premises, 267A, Etim Ian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. See you there. Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Marian Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, we're back. Let's take the final votes and then we'll let you know what story is the best story for the week. All right, Silvanus Aburime here says, I'm voting for Pope Leo. The Pope seems to be a very popular man today. All right, so the INEC can go to coalition and then we'll bring you the next vote. Ooh. INEC is going to collate the results. Let's go, and then I'll bring you the next category of stories. All right, the results are in. This is how you voted, from the least to the most. Tax reform bill got a vote. Are you sure? You got one vote? Wow. Matsawale and the Chinese manufacturers got 3 votes. And coming in with the highest vote is Pope Leo with the best story for the week. I see. Well, let's go into the next category, which is the worst stories for the week, shall we? These are the nominees for the worst stories for the week. JAM records mass failure. World Bank reports 7.5% poverty rate among Nigeria's rural population. Not today. And finally, Kappa reports and exposes junk food marketing targeting Nigerian children. Let me give you some details, okay? More than 1.5 million candidates who sat for the 2025 UTME scored below 200 out of the total 1.95 million who took the exam. That's according to a breakdown released by JAM on Monday, which also shows that fewer than 30,000 students scored above 300. And in fact, the people who scored above 300 were less than 1%. Now, JAM reveals that about 247, I beg your pardon, underage candidates were allowed to sit for the exam to demonstrate exceptional ability, but only 467 of them met that threshold. With further stages of assessment still to come, and this is for those who were underage. Meanwhile, 97 candidates are linked to exam infractions, and over 2,000 others were under investigation for possible malpractice. Still, unafi. That's terrible. Anyway, the World Bank has also said that poverty among Nigeria's rural population has hit 75.5%, nearly double the urban rate. In its April 2025 report, the World Bank blames inflation, insecurity, and stalled growth. It warns over half of Nigerians may be living in poverty by 2025, with children and undereducated adults most affected. The gap between the North and the South still remains stark. That is bad. Also, a report by CAPA, Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa, has revealed that junk food companies are heavily marketing unhealthy products to Nigerian children. The executive director, Akimbode Akinwa Femi, says the tactics include celebrity endorsements and misleading of labels. The assistant executive director of CAPA, Zikora Ibe, urges stronger marketing laws, clearer food labels, and higher sugar taxes. Which is your worst story for the week, because them plenty. Let us vote. How many of us actually, even when we go to buy anything, how many of us read the label? That's a conversation for another day. 0201-277-0993. That's the number for you to call. If you are male, 0201-277-0993. If you are female, call 0201-465-7190. And you can join the conversation on WhatsApp, 0809-5975-805. That's 0809-5975-805. Start voting. Vote on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. Vote on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Vote, vote, vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Afternoon once again, Miriam.
Yes, what are you voting for?
Emmanuel, Najan when Jam our students.
Okay, Jam gets one vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, this is Jeff from Ibra. Jam failure.
All right, Jam gets another vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Miriam, good afternoon once more. Peter Monse from Shomolu. Abysmal performance of Jam. The result is very degrading. Thank you.
Yeah, very sad, I must say. I must really say this one is bad. Is it about the generation? Is it, I mean, this impression, what kind of impression does it make on, is it a reflection of poor teaching? Is it that the children are unable to assimilate? What exactly could it be? Or is it a potpourri of issues, environmental challenges, the home, the school, parenting, who are not necessarily pushing? I don't know. I've heard, I think Sheriff had the conversation. I think Joyce has had it. Maybe I should have that conversation because it's bad. But keep voting. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Yeah, today calling back from me too.
All right, today.
Jam failure is my excuse, you know. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Keep it coming. Which is your worst story for the week? Could it be the Jam failure? Like everybody else is saying, Jam failure, because Jam has recorded a mass failure. Could it be the World Bank reporting that double the percentage of people in the urban areas are poor in rural areas? So rural areas times 2. And before the year is over, everybody might just be poor. Or could it be the Kappa report that is saying that, look, they are bringing more junk food to Nigeria and it's killing our children, but how many of us are reading the labels? Keep voting. 0201 277 0993. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, good afternoon, Miriam.
Yes, good afternoon.
Paul again calling from Aja.
Paul, what are you voting for? Jam. Okay.
Jam.
Jam dust. Okay. And for the ladies, 0201 465 7190. Keep voting. 0201 277 0993. Which is your war story for the week? I beg. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes.
No, this is coming from Lekki.
Yes, what are you voting for, Etin?
I think I'll go with the jam.
All right. Jam dust. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello?
You are not a woman. Why are you calling the female line, sir? Okay, one more time. The female line is 0201 465 7190. Please don't call the female line. The male line is 0201 277 0993. If you are male, please don't call 465 7190. You are not a woman. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Coming Samson, I'm Billy from New Redemption Camp. Jamo. Now lack of egg don't cost. That's what I'm saying. Lack for Nigeria.
Bye, please. It's in a lack of egg. People are so funny. How do you guys come up with these things? Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Man, it's so pathetic. Hearing different stories of the big boy. Yeah, I'm still voting for the jump.
Yeah. Thank you very much for calling. It's really sad, I must say. It's just really sad. I need 2 more votes. Let's go. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Hello, Maria.
You are not a woman. Why are you calling the female line? Hello.
Hello, Miriam.
Yes.
Ike from Ikorodu, still Jambo.
Ike, you pass jam. Talk through. you see that laughter has sold you out, Ike. You said jammed you. Bye bye. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello.
And you really think that you're funny, but you're being ridiculous. Why are you trying to fake like you're a woman? Why can't you call the general? Like, you guys there. God, I'm big. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Sorry about that. Do call me back. 0201 277 0993. It's simple. Call the general line. You want to call the female line and say, hello? Are you serious? You guys are ridiculous. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Ay. Your line is very, very bad. Please call me back. I take God, beg you. All right, I'm going to take your votes. Don't forget, we're live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Go ahead and vote on our live stream and also on WhatsApp. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Yeah, good afternoon, Miriam. My name is Nathaniel. I'm calling from Lekki.
Yes,
I'm
Nathaniel.
voting for the rate of poverty in rural area that is doubling those in the urban area.
All right.
Is a big issue.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much for calling. It's bad and it's getting worse. You know, before, when things get hard in the urban areas, you now run back to the rural area because at least when you get to the village, you go to farm, there's food to eat. But if it's worse back home, where do we run to? All right, let me come to WhatsApp and read your messages. Pierre Joseph here says, my own is traffic jam. Student go queue. Sharpie from Surulere, thank you for your vote. Ayo here says, Marianne, my worst story is jam caused by malnutrition in our... He said in our paper day we still perform better compared to this CBT age. Okay, Ayo. Obwana from Aja here says, Marianne, as you guys increase the price of egg, it turned out it affects people because they can't afford to buy egg, making a mass failure in jam. When they play. This one says there was a health. Sorry, that doesn't concern me. Bye. All right, this one says UTMU Dayo. Yomi from Muriokola here says my worst story is the Kappa reports of importation of dangerous feed into Nigeria. Thank you, Yomi. That gets his very first vote. This one's from... Okay, this one's not for me, obviously. This one says, Olusheye from Lekki says jam. This one here says, I'm voting for jam. You didn't give me your name. Okay, thank you very much. This one says, my worst story is jam. Austin from Austin. I need 2 more stories. Chris here says, perhaps my worst story is government power that has made kids no waiting, then go right for school again. That's jam, obviously. And that makes it complete. We're going to allow INEC to collate the results, and then we'll go into the last category, which is the Nawa stories.
If you love conversations,
where else can you get it? Then the station best in talk.
That's why education is the main thing. Once you kill education, you can control the people.
Africans just like to blame.
It's our constitution ban military from intervention in the government.
Yeah, if you want to destroy any country, kill the education. It's as simple as that.
Former terrorists who are undergoing rehabilitation are now saying that the government's promise to pay them $30,000 has failed, and for that reason, they are on the streets protesting.
Possession doesn't win you matches round.
No, but if they can't hold on to the ball, they cannot score. Another thing again is our officiating, especially in the league. Why is it that Nigerian referees are not selected for CAF tournaments or CAF matches?
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
It's like we are going to sack our INEC official. Because she too, she has not seen egg to eat. Hey, ordinary egg. These are the results and how you voted for the worst stories for the week. From the least to the most, World Bank Poverty got 1 vote. Kappa got 1 vote. Coming in with the highest number of votes is Jam Failure with 18 votes. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we applaud or shall we just cry? I wish I could play Mama in this case, but well done. All of you that did not pass, including you people that even tried to cheat. Well done. Well done. What a terrible result. I know something that I would have played. I know there's something I want to play. Yes. You know that sound bite. I think it's on Instagram. It says, "You are a failure. You are a failure. You're supposed to be the dinner man." Okay, well, let's go to the very last category because I don't have too much time. I have very limited time, so you're going to keep the calls coming very quickly because I have just very limited time. And these are the nominees for the Nawa stories for the week. Kano government bans live political programs and issue interview guidelines to journalists. Akpabio rules out resignation over sexual harassment allegations. He say, I go know where we die here. Abia governor reacts to suspension and asks IGP to arrest Aburi. Now, whoa. Which is your Nawa story? Let me give you some background quickly and then you can start voting. The Kano state government has banned live political broadcasts across media outlets in the state. It has also banned journalists from asking, in quote, provocative questions during interviews. The government announced the decision after a meeting with media executives chaired by the state governor's spokesperson Ibrahim Weva. The announcement was made in a statement issued on Wednesday by the Director Special Duties, Kano State Ministry of Information and Internal Affairs. Let's move to the Senate President who has dismissed calls for his resignation over sexual harassment allegations, stating that he never intended to step down. Akpabio made the declaration yesterday at plenary, responding to a vote of confidence passed by Senate Majority Leader Okpeyemi Bamidele. By the way, don't forget that civil society organizations have also called for him to step down because the man who rigged elections in his favor has been docked by a court for 3 years. Why is he still Senate president? People ask. Is this your Nawa story, Lagos, or is it when the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, condemned his alleged suspension by the Labour Party and asked the Inspector General of Police, Kaide Betokun, to arrest the disputed national chairman of the party, Julius Abure? Which is your Nawa story? Let's go, Lagos. Vote 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. That is for the ladies only. But the men call 277 0993. Let's go. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think my interest is on the Kano State Governor.
Yeah.
We know that Kano State government tries to put laws that are at variance with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, 1999 as amended. I think it would be good for the governor to ask for a separate country, that he wants to create a new country.
Thank you very much for calling. Normally, I don't let analysis on the show, but thank you very much. I understand where you're coming from. Maybe we should create a Kanu country and leave. They should leave Nigeria be. I understand. No other law, I must tell you, supersedes the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as it is. Okay, so I get it. Kanu gets its very first vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Afternoon once again, Miriam. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, quickly.
Yeah, it's Emmanuel.
Vote.
So if me, Miriam, Mr. Chris, Mrs. Oboli, we go talk now, and I say they go arrest us with that.
Vote, Kanu. All right, thank you very much. I have very little time, so vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Maria.
Yes.
Kanu na wow.
Kanu na real wa. Thank you very much. Kanu gets another vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Marianne. This is Joy from Iba.
Hello, Joy.
Kanu na wow.
Na real wa. 020127709993. We're voting for the Nawa stories. Keep them coming. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Miriam. Good afternoon once more.
Yes, vote.
Yeah, Peter Monse from Shomolu. Fabio, somebody go thief something, can't give you, you collect them, the person go jail. You the waka, they say you call yourself Senate President.
Thank you very much. Akpabio gets a vote. Let's go. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Sorry, hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Calling back again.
Yes.
I'll go for Godswill Akpabio.
Godswill Akpabio gets another vote. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact. Turn off your radio, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello? Yes. Yeah, come to something from from New Egyptian Camp, Odofin. Akpabio, we know the step down, we die here.
All right, Akpabio gets another vote. I need 3 more votes, okay? Keep them coming. 0201 277 0993 is the number for you to call. Hello.
Hi, Marian.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Kano State. That's my vote.
All right, Kanu is your Nawa story. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Mary Ann.
Yes.
Zoma.
Hello, Zoma.
Fabio, Nawa for you, Fabio.
Nawa, Pablo. Akpabio gets another vote. Okay, let's go. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
This is Tunde calling back from me.
Tunde, what are you voting for?
I'm voting for Kanu. Now, wow.
Now, real wow. All right, let's go to social media to take more votes. Keep them coming. Yes, because we're racing against the clock on this one. Keep the votes coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right. All right, let's go to WhatsApp. One from Aja says, Marianne, as they divide this country with different laws, God is watching. Kano State. Now, wow. This one says, my most surprising story is Akpabio refusing to step down despite so many baggages that he's carrying. This is from Collins. Thank you, Collins. Akpabio gets another vote. This one says, my now story for the week goes to Kano State Governor banning live political programs. Okon Deme from my yobo. This one says, my vote goes to legendary Mr. Off Your Mic. We no get shame for this country. Good afternoon, he said. This one says, Nakwabio. Elder Joe from Lakoe, thank you very much. TK here says, Kasongo, yeah. Kozani Bonga. And he says, Governor General of Kano Republic gets my vote today. I don't know why I sang it, but there's you know when you see Kasongo, there's that urge to want to sing it. Tony says, Akpabio, thank you very much, Tony, for voting. Tony, obviously, that's a UK number. This one says, I go with Kano Bulus. Okay. How many more votes do I need? 2 more votes. Fred here says, Kano State Government, they play. And finally, Mazi Wanko from Masogun says, now what for federal government of Kano? It's the sense of humor that gets me. I love it. But I think my favorite text today is the Kasongo, yeah. And that's a really good song. You know, it's a record like from back in the day, yes? From East Africa. INEC is putting the votes together. Don't forget, Jireti Bakare Yusuf will be here at the top of the hour with some borderlines, and you do not want to miss it. But first, let me give you the results. Then we go on a break. When we come back, I'll be wrapping things up on the show, and then I will tell you that my INEC needs a raise. I need, let me say it, needs a simple egg in her life because her brain is twitching. It's doing like this. It's not good. And she just write jam. Yeah. Did you not just write jam? She said, no, a professor like me. Lagos, this is how you voted. Akpabio got 9 votes. Akpabio said, I die here. Senate President, I must be. And of course, Kano State government saying, no more live political programs. If you must have it, we write it with pen and paper. We tell you what to ask. You understand me? And you can no longer ask provocative questions. I'd like to ask the governor of Kano, what do you mean by provocative? Well, coming in with the highest number of votes is Kano State governor. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him, please. Governor Yusuf, here you go. That's for press freedom. How are we going to balance the news, sir? But we're clapping for you. This, your law. Does this supersede the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Because we have rights to. Where your own stops, ours begins. We got to go on a break. We'll come back and then I'll wrap things up. Stay with us. It's still Hard Facts. 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Marianne Okon.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.